Back in 2007, Solutions for Earth faced one of its toughest challenges with its core products, BTN, the yard feeder, and Enviro. On a premier golf course in southern Nevada, a Bermuda-based green was being pulled out on one of their signature holes. The green was roughly 6,500 square feet, and it received very little sunlight due to the fact it was backed up against a canyon wall on its south side. After all the grass had been removed, the green was reshaped. A polymizer machine was brought in to inject Enviro at 6 gallons per 1,000 square feet at 2 inches deep. The drum on the polymer machine has 96 tines, which are on 12 rows of 8 tines per row on 3-inch spacing. These machines are capable of injecting up to 3 acres of turf per day. The Enviro is a carbon-based liquid product containing cross-linked polymers along with the essential and macro and micronutrients for early root development. On April 2nd, the green was hand-floated and rolled. Another 3 gallons of Enviro was applied by hand through a garden hose hooked up to a 5-gallon trash pump at 3 gallons per 1,000 square feet on the surface for direct contact with the new sod rolls to help in early root development. West Coast Turf then installed the 328 dwarf Bermuda grass. While the sod was being installed, a 5-gallon yard feeder tank was hooked up to the main line which services the green's loop. This yard feeder will be filled twice a week during the grow-in. The estimated cost of removing and replacing a green this size is around $10,000, which does not include the discounted green fees while a temporary green is in its place. Immediately following the sod installation, a portable 5-gallon yard feeder was brought in to hand apply 5 gallons of BTN fertilizer to the green during its first watering. This first application of BTN provides much needed energy to the newly transported sod, which will drive the root mass from the top down. On April 5th, we returned to apply a second hand application of BTN to aid the seams and edges in tacking down. At this time, a refill was provided to the 5-gallon yard feeder attached to the green's loop. Here is a picture taken April 6th showing the progress of the green, followed by these follow-up pictures taken April 9th after the first mowing. It's been 7 days since the sod has been installed. Another 5 gallons of BTN was applied through the mainline yard feeder tank. This yard feeder tank is under 110 to 120 psi, and it will maintain the pH level of the water around 3.5 for roughly 1,280 gallons of the water that passes through the main line, which equivocates to 1/2 ounce of product per gallon of water. On April 11th, the green was lightly top dressed. Another 5 gallons of BTN was watered in, helping to settle the sand down. The green was open for play April 17th. The green had been rolled several times during the process as well. During a cup change out on April 19th, a sample of the root mass can be seen. In a little over 2 weeks' time, 3 to 3.5 inches of roots can be seen hanging from the bottom of the plug. For those of you adding up the gallons of product, there was 60 gallons of Enviro and 30 gallons of BTN Plus, a 5443. The total cost of both products around $1,350. Having a temporary green removed in under 15 days is priceless. Whether you're wanting to rejuvenate an old root system or develop a new one, Solutions for Earth has the products and knowledge to do so.